Lee and Dunbar teach humanity through the racism that occurs in the story. Both novels show innocent men in cruel and unnecessary situations, relating to the theme from our novel, It Is a Sin to Kill a Mockingbird. Lee has many different tones in the novel. Some appear to be calm and some harsh. As for Dunbar, almost all the tones narrated are harsh. He really shows that racism is cruel and he understands the struggle. The understanding is portrayed well in this line. I know why the caged bird beats its wing till its blood is red on the cruel bars. The tone in this poem is expressed with the phrases I feel and I know, showing the understanding. Both authors share a similar attitude on the subject. The poem Sympathy by Paul Laurence Dunbar rhymes many times throughout. The end words of each line are the words that rhyme with each other. They rhyme with the end words of the next line or further lines down. An example of this is shown in lines 13 and 14. And they pulse again with a keener sting, I know why he beats his wing. Rhyming is the main piece of poetic element used in this poem, but there is another that I noticed. Not only do the end words of each line rhyme, they are all ending with the same letter. This is an example of consonants. Each stanza has a different letter that the last word of each line ends with. In the first stanza, every end word ends with the letter S. Alice, slopes, grass, glass, to name a few. There are also multiple examples of figurative language in Sympathy. In the first stanza of the poem there is a simile, and the river flows like a stream of glass. The comparison between the river and glass is connected by the word like, making this a simile compared to a metaphor. Another example of figurative language used in Sympathy is personification. The caged bird being described throughout the poem has some human qualities like in this line, but a prayer that he sends from his heart's deep. Physically, birds cannot send prayers like we humans believe we can. The caged bird in this poem symbolizes an innocent man or slave. The narrator of the story feels and understands what the man or caged bird is feeling. With the bird actually being a human, all of the bird's characteristics in the poem are also related to a man, like the wings of the bird symbolize human hand. To Kill a Mockingbird has many themes, but the main theme of the story relates to humanity and judging innocent beings. In this story, Tom Robinson is the man that everybody hates on and is accused of acts he never did. Atticus, being his heroic and leader self, stands up and defends the man. The theme of this part of the story is it being a sin to kill a mockingbird. This means that you are trying to accuse or, in the mockingbird case, kill something harmful. Robinson is a black man. Like in the poem Sympathy, the caged bird symbolizes an innocent black man as well. How this relates to humanity is that this comes from the racism that occurs and how people are viewed differently from others.